Welcome to Redhill Aerodrome. Gosh, it's a cold one this morning. Today we're heading to an airfield that wants to be Britain's #1 GA airfield. They've been spending millions on it, which is very unusual, but a great thing, of course. I've been there many times before, but there have been dramatic changes there since my last visit, and we're going to go and check it out.
Your destination is on the left.
Oh, and I've taken my first 3 exams for my competency-based instrument rating. I did them at the UK Civil Aviation Authority headquarters at Gatwick. I'll let you know how I got on.
Luton Director, Golf Bravo Mike, India Victor, Offley.
And en route to my destination today, I had a lovely exchange with a controller I've been speaking to online for years.
Is that Amanda?
But I've never been on frequency when she's on shift.
Conspicuity, I thought I recognised the call sign. Have a good day and take good care.
Filled up with fuel, put a bit more de-icer on at the fuel bay here. Clear prop! So as we head down to do our power checks at runway 24, I'll just let you know how I'm getting on with those CBIR exams and the training. So I have to do 7 written exams. I actually published a video not very long ago which detailed the CBIR, the competency-based IR. So had a look at that already. It explains the whole thing, what the exams are, what sort of practical training and how much IFR time I can credit towards the hours that I need. The training's going pretty well. The theoretical knowledge study is going fine. I'm, doing as much as I can each day, which is about an hour and a half at most. Some days I'm not so good. But I did take 3 of the exams not so very long ago. Those were on radio navigation, instrumentation and human performance. And here's a little update from the day I went to take those exams.
Second exit onto M23 heading to Gatwick Airport, Redhill.
So we're on the way to the mothership, the CAA, Civil Aviation Authority. Got a few butterflies in the tummy, but, I can't do anything now. This is, I've done as much as I can. Instrumentation, I think, is probably the easier of the 7 exams I've got to take. The exam is only 20 minutes, and it's only 12 questions for the CBIR. Much more, of course, for the ATPL, but the questions are of ATPL standard, it's a thinner syllabus. So after starting 20 minutes later, I've either passed or I failed, and it will just be one of those things. I'll just have to see, but I think I'll do all right on this one.
Your destination is on the left.
So you've got to be here at least half an hour before your exam starts. I'm here an hour before, and you can only take certain things in with you. So I've got my exam confirmation form here. I can take in a CRP5, which is the computer. I can take in a specific type of calculator. This is a Casio FX85 GT Plus, and as far as I'm aware, this is actually Bertie's calculator. And I've got to take in my ID, and it's got to be the ID that I registered with them, which is actually my driving license. Right, I'll see you shortly. So, just come out of the exam. That was quite nerve-wracking. It's all taken very, very seriously. I was sat waiting for a long time to go in. And people, professional pilots, not like me, loads of professional pilots from all the big schools were in there, all dressed in their professional white shirts, black shoes, epaulettes. You go into a big room, there's like 40 desks with computers, and there are 2 invigilators. They come around and they check all your equipment and your ID and everything, and they log you into the computer, and then you start. And gosh, when I hit that start button and the questions started coming up, hope I've done all right. It's done now. I've got 2 more exams later in the week. They only get harder. A 30-minute exam on Wednesday, 40-minute exam on Thursday, and then that's exams done for a couple of months.
I'll share the results of those first 3 exams later in the video. I'm starting to read up now on the next 2 subjects, communications and meteorology.
No warning lights, airspeed's alive. There's 60 knots.
So today I'm flying to Wolverhampton Halfpenny Green Airfield, Echo Golf Bravo Oscar.
Tap the brakes and gear coming up.
It sits right in the middle of England, just to the northwest of the city of Birmingham. A couple of years ago I filmed an aerodrome review there, but since then the airfield has been sold to a local businessman who happens to be a pilot, and he's been spending millions on it. I've been keen to see what he's been doing there, so that's the purpose of my flight today. Oh, and I'll also have lunch with my friend John as well.
So I'm actually going to go a different route today to my normal route, not the most obvious direct route, or actually I don't think it makes an awful lot of difference at all. Normally I would head west over Farnborough and then northwest from there, going sort of over the top of the Bry zone. This time I decided to go to the east, over the QE2 bridge here, and then I'm going to go, the plan is to go through Luton's controlled airspace and then through Birmingham's controlled airspace.
I've decided to mix it up a bit. I regularly fly the other way. I'm a bit bored of that, to be honest, so I'm challenging myself today with something a bit new. This will also show you just how differently we're made to treat Class D airspace here compared to, say, how my friends in North America do it. I recently flew to San Francisco with one of my followers. That video's coming out very soon, and in that episode you'll see how much easier it is in many respects over there.
So the next frequency is going to be Luton, radar 129550. Luton radar, Golf Bravo, Mike, India, Victor, request zone transit.
Golf Bravo, Mike, Victor, India, Luton, Squawk 4670, QNH 1022.
Squawk 4670, QNH 1022, correction on the call sign, it's Golf Bravo, Mike, India, Victor.
Golf India, Victor, roger, it's a basic service outside.
Basic service outside, Golf India, Victor.
Golf India, Victor, you are identified, flash message.
Golf Bravo, Mike, India, Victor, PA 28 Arrow, Red Hill to Wolverhampton, Halfpenny Green, 20 miles southeast, altitude 2,300 feet, QNH 1022, request zone transit, A1M junction 4 overhead, and then northwest.
Golf India, Victor, roger, it's a basic service outside, I'll come back to you shortly with your clearance.
Basic service, Golf India, Victor. Now, I'm
I'm
talking to them, and in America that would mean I could go through their airspace, right? Well, here in the UK and in Europe we have to get a positive clearance. We have to tell them what our route's going to be. They then give us a clearance which may or may not be that routing. We may be denied entry into the airspace. We have to go around, so we have to have a plan B. They're quite a bit different, and you'll hear that the clearance that comes through will be quite formal when it finally comes through.
Golf India, Victor, I've got your clearance.
Golf India, Victor.
Golf Bravo, Mike, India, Victor, cleared to enter Luton Control Zone, routing junction 4 of the A1M to hide to hold.
Cleared to enter Luton controlled airspace, junction 4 of the A1M to hide to hold, Golf India, Victor.
Golf India, Victor, that's all correct. It's runway 25 in use. Report the airfield in sight.
Wilco, Golf India, Victor. So we've been asked to hold at Hyde, which is about a mile south of Luton. Now what they do behind the scenes, because we have to cross, but they won't let us cross if there's something landing or taking off. We'll have to hold, and then when there's a gap, we'll be blasted through either ahead or behind. We're also just under a basic service. I could ask for a traffic service, but we're under a basic service right now, so we shouldn't expect any kind of traffic information at all whilst we're outside of the Class D. Once we're in the Class D, you'll hear them say radar control service. And it's very formal again. As soon as you go through their airspace, as soon as you enter it, you'll get this radar control service, which means that they're just telling you that they're in control of you now and you've got to do what they say. Right now I'm on a basic service. I'm free to do what I want as long as I don't enter controlled airspace. But I'm getting no traffic information at the minute. Once I'm in there, a radar control service traffic information will be passed to me on other aircraft, either VFR or IFR.
Golf India Victor, traffic information. There's a 70152 working the tower crossing from south to north at 2,000 feet VFR.
Roger, traffic not yet sighted, Golf India Victor. But they will, you know, having said that we don't expect traffic information, we were given some there, and they will do the, you know, they don't want you to die.
Luton, hello,
but
November, descending 6,000 feet.
we were aware of that other traffic.
We're heading to
the same point.
Golf India Victor, it's radar control, just report the airfield in sight.
Radar control, Golf India Victor.
Golf India Victor, do you have the airfield in sight?
For some reason I can't see it at the minute. I'll just give me 2 minutes.
Golf India Victor, roger.
Airfield in sight, Golf India Victor.
Golf India Victor, roger, and as previously mentioned, traffic's now in your right, 1 o'clock, range of 2 miles at 1,900 feet, tracking north.
Traffic intermittently in sight. Traffic in sight, Golf India Victor.
Golf India Victor, roger, hold at Hyde, contact tower, call sign only, 132.555.
Hold at Hyde, call sign only to tower 132.555, Golf India Victor.
Golf Bravo Mike India Victor, Luton Tower.
Golf Bravo Mike India Victor.
Golf Bravo Mike India Victor, Luton Tower, morning John. You route via the runway 25 threshold northbound.
Good morning, route via the 25 threshold northbound, Golf India Victor, thanks.
Golf India Victor, traffic information is Piper Cherokee, about 2 miles to the north of you, also routing northbound at about 2,000 feet VFR.
Roger, Golf India Victor.
Golf Tango Whiskey, previously mentioned traffic, just about to overtake you on your right hand side. They're operating at about 2,400 feet VFR.
Golf Tango Whiskey, looking for traffic.
Danger. Aircraft left, 9 o'clock, close, 300 feet below.
Once I'd crossed the runway, I was told to contact Luton Director, and when I called up, there was a familiar voice on the radio. It was Amanda, known by commercial jet pilots as the Happy Controller.
Luton Director, Golf Bravo Mike, India Victor, Offley.
Golf Bravo Mike India Victor, Luton Director, hello to you. I'm going to leave controlled airspace about 2.5 miles of your basic service outside.
Basic service in 2 miles, Golf India Victor. I don't know if that's my friend Amanda. Golf India Victor, request frequency change, Cranfield approach 122.855, and is that Amanda?
Golf India Victor, affirm, it is Amanda, that is all approved. You can squawk conspicuity. I thought I recognised the call sign. Have a good day and take good care.
Squawk conspicuity, have a good day, Golf India Victor.
Happy New Year.
Oh, that's lovely. It's the first time in about 5 years that I've managed to catch Amanda on the frequency. She's such a bright, cheery controller, and we know each other from Twitter. But controllers can be really friendly, can't they? You know, treat them well, do as they say. They'll treat you just as well with kindness. But I'm sure you're keen to know how I got on with those exams that I took at the CAA, and a few days after taking them, I got notification of how I'd done.
I've just had an email, James, from the CAA saying that my results have been updated. So I need to log in and see how we've done. So, okay. Radio navigation, 96%. I passed.
Yay.
Human performance, I failed it.
Oh,
I only got 72%. Oh, that's annoying. And then aircraft general instrumentation, I passed 91%, so that's not bad. Well, that's a bit frustrating because that means I've got to resit it, and it's just such a woolly subject, human performance. It's not, you know, it's not like numbers, is it? It's kind of principles and ideas and psychology and all of that kind of stuff, and I find it quite uncomfortable. Anyway, I thought I'd crammed on that enough, but obviously I haven't. I'll have to go back and resit that one, which is really annoying. I'll probably try and book that for March when I'm next up doing my other exams. So that'll be another 85 quid that I have to spend and give to the CAA for the privilege. I don't know how many times I can retake these. So there's going to be a limit to how many times I can redo them. But what does it say? It just says this is my first attempt. So I better get it right next time. Oh well, I promised to share all of this with you, the ups and downs. I'm not as perfect as some of you think I am. Failing my exam there, but well, we'll have to see how we do next time. It turns out that I can retake the exams 4 times within a total of 6 exam sittings, each sitting consisting of a week where you can take multiple exams. I've booked my resit for March, my second sitting, when I'll be taking the communications and meteorology exams. It would be easy to beat myself up about the failure. I mean, who likes to fail anything? But I'm doing this part-time on a fairly tight schedule, and while the exams are short, the subject matter is very broad and detailed, and it's common for people to fail some of their exams first time.
Company Victor's late downwind, 28 to land, traffic in sight.
Company Victor, roger, thanks, report final.
Okay.
You can probably see that the runway here at Wolverhampton looks like it's seen better days. Well, this was filmed in January, and since then they've resurfaced the whole lot. The runways, the taxiways, and they've even extended their hard apron. While the works have been going on, the airfield has been closed to fixed-wing flyers. It's due to reopen this Friday, the 7th of February 2025. I suppose it could overrun. Best check their website and NOTAMs before planning a visit to test out the new tarmac. In a moment I'll show you around the swanky new cafe and restaurant here, but first I need to pay the bills, so to speak, and mention a couple of my sponsors. Please don't skip, as they help me to keep this channel on the air. I'm a member of AOPA UK, or AOPA as some of you say it. I've joined because they're here to support and advise me should I get into any bother, for example an infringement, an accident or something like that. You can save money on your first year's membership with them. To try it out, details are on the screen and in the video description. And it's congratulations to the team at Echelon Air, who were recently awarded platinum status in the cirrus training community for offering the highest standards of cirrus training from their base at Biggin Hill near London. Their bespoke offering really is tailored around you and your training needs. Contact Robbie, Philippe and the rest of the team to book your lesson with them today.
So welcome to Halfpenny Green. As I said, it's been a while since I was here, and in that time it's under new ownership now. And you might notice if you've been here in the past before the upgrades, they've refurbished this tower building here. It was looking a bit drab before. They've got a new cafe upstairs, a new restaurant downstairs. We're going to go and take a look at that at the moment. And the tower at the top there, they're planning to refurbish that at some point, possibly move the tower to another spot on the airfield. They've spent millions, tens of millions, I think the owner said to me, on this, and I don't understand why. There's not usually a lot of money in GA, and throwing lots of money at an airfield doesn't sound like a great business idea. But then, you know, I'm not in the business of running airfields. When I asked the owner about this, Tony Hall, he said that basically he just wants, you know, he's a pilot, and he just wants to make the airfield the best GA airfield in the UK. It's not there yet, I don't think, but it's certainly getting there.
Well, the first thing we're doing in January is investing a lot into our infrastructure, so we're spending a lot of money in terms of the runways.
Harvey Sant is the airfield's FISO manager, and he took me for a ride around the site to show me what they're planning.
We're putting lighting on pad 5. We're also going to be putting new lighting on 1.6, so that's the start.
RMP approach, I think, as the application's gone in.
We do have a meeting to the CA schedule from January onwards for that. So that's the starting point. Obviously we've got 1634 is where we'd like the RMP approach to go. So we want it to be user-friendly for all residents really, if it's GA, some lighter commercial traffic and rotors running, etc. So in terms of the investment, we're investing a lot of money to allow that to happen.
One key component to the plans is to develop 10 acres of mostly unused land on the site to host a boutique Airbnb, a strawberry picking centre and other family-friendly businesses and activities. The owner didn't want to be on camera, but he told me that because they're in the middle of the country, he wants people to come and enjoy brilliant facilities and services. He doesn't want to become anything like, say, Gloucester, for example, which does a lot of commercial pilot training and so on. And he told me that the RMP approach is to make it safer, not so that they can start bringing big jets in. They've already put in new helipads to entice heavier helicopters in for rotors running, refueling, and of course they've done an amazing job with the new cafe and restaurant. So here we are in the new Amelia's restaurant, and Poppy is here. Poppy's the restaurant manager. This has changed quite a lot since I was here before. This was all offices down here.
Yeah, it was. We've now got a new airport office just in the back. This has been renovated into a new restaurant. Upstairs is a nice bar area where we now sell alcohol, which it didn't before.
So you've got Amelia's restaurant down here,
yeah,
and the cafe upstairs.
Yeah,
just talk me through the different menu options for the restaurant and the cafe, or how does the food differ?
So the menu is the same upstairs and downstairs.
Okay.
Downstairs is just table service, so it's a bit more chill down here. Upstairs is, you get quite a lot of atmosphere up there, as you can imagine, with the bar being there. We offer sandwiches, we offer quite a lot of hot meals, and we tend to go for that kind of vibe when we're designing the menu.
I guess it's kind of book if you want a table down
yes,
here. Just turn up if you want to use the cafe.
Is, yeah. The past few weeks we've been like absolutely fully booked on the run up to Christmas, which was absolutely brilliant. We were fully booked downstairs and fully booked upstairs as well, which was really, really good. So yeah, we can't complain.
The new setup here is really nice, and my friend John and I really enjoyed our stop, even though he couldn't work out how to use the salt dispenser.
How do you operate this thing? Oh, there we are.
Golf Mike Alpha, runway 28, surface wind 280 degrees, 12 knots, land your discretion.
I know I've covered a heck of a lot in this video, and if you've stayed watching to the end, well done you. It's been quite a long one this week, but hopefully it's been informative and enjoyable. My flight back to Red Hill is a bonus video that's available to watch now on my Supporters Club channel. You can sign up to view that through Patreon. But I'll sign off by wishing the team at Halfpenny Green the very best of luck in their reopening, and I'll say to you, fly safely my friends. Bye for now.